I'm Michael Williams, founder of the Memoir Studio, and I want to welcome you to Writing Through the Fear, a seven-part video series for memoir writers who feel called to tell their stories but find themselves hesitating. Whether you're afraid of what others will think, uncertain where to start, or wondering if you're good enough to write it all down, this series is for you. In each short video, I'll gently explore a common emotional or creative challenge that memoir writers face and offer you encouragement, a reflective writing prompt, and a story to remind you that you're not alone. This is a space of safety, honesty, and quiet courage. You don't need to be a polished writer. You only need to be willing to begin. So, what if I say too much? The fear of being seen. I want to talk about something that almost every memoir writer faces, me included, whether it's quietly, inwardly, and sometimes with a tightness in the chest. It's the fear of being seen. Maybe you've asked yourself, what if I say too much? What if I hurt someone? What if I open a door that I can't close again? You're not alone. Writing a memoir isn't just about remembering. You see, it's about choosing to share those memories, and that choice to put words to our private lives can feel like standing at the edge of something very vulnerable. Now, that fear of being seen can show up in many different ways. You hesitate to write about your parents, your children, your marriage. We all know that cliche about airing our dirty laundry. Or you may second guess a story that you know is true, but you wonder if it will upset someone. You wonder if you'll be judged for what you lived, or how you lived, or how you tell it. And underneath all of it, will I regret writing this? These are very valid fears. Writing the truth, especially the emotional truth, takes courage. But here's what I want to offer you today, gently. Writing something doesn't mean that you have to share it with the whole world. Not yet. Maybe not ever. You see, in the beginning, you're writing for yourself. You're writing to understand, to witness, to honor the story that lives in you. And that story deserves to be seen, even if only by you. This is your private territory first. You are in control. You decide what stays in the notebook and what gets spoken aloud. And here's something beautiful that I've witnessed again and again. When you write your truth in safety at your own pace, the fear often begins to soften. The story itself becomes less sharp, more integrated, less like a wound and more like a woven part of who you are. I've worked with many people who've carried this fear. I've carried it myself. And in almost every case, we find that putting the story on the page, not publishing it, just writing it, brought a kind of relief, like an exhale, like laying down a weight. You're allowed to write what you feel, even the messy parts, even the hard truths, especially those. So here's a gentle writing prompt I want to give to you today. Take 10 minutes and begin with this sentence. There's something I've never told anyone because you don't need to finish it. You don't need to explain it. Just let that sentence take you somewhere and know that you are the only one reading it. Your story is yours. It doesn't have to be tidy or comfortable or ready to share. It only has to be honest. It only has to start. If this has stirred something in you, If it made you want to write or cry or just sit quietly, that's okay. That's part of the process. And you are doing beautifully. I'll be back next time to talk about that little voice that says, but I'm not a real writer. But until then, you keep writing what's true and be kind to yourself as you do. Thank you.